Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be about a 30-minute gentle practice. We'll move our body in all directions and bring in a little flow, but it'll be super gentle. You may want a couple of blocks for your practice today. And if you want any props for your final relaxation pose, maybe a blanket for underneath the back of your head, or you could roll up a blanket, put it underneath the knees, or you could grab a bolster, or anything else that makes you feel comfortable for your final relaxation pose. So gather your things and come and join me on the mat. And bring yourself into a comfortable space to begin your practice today. So what do you feel you need today? You can lie down on your back. Take a little Shavasana. You can lay on your belly or your side if that feels better for you today. Or you could come into child's pose. Come down onto your knees. Either bring the knees together or take the knees wide towards the outer edges of your mat. Bring your bum back to your heels and release your forehead down to the mat, or make a little pillow with the arms and rest your forehead down there. You could tuck a block under your forehead or bring yourself into a comfortable seated position, and you can sit up on something, a block, bolster, blanket. You want to sit up in a nice upright alignment, finding the natural curves through the spine. Sitting up nice and tall so you're not rounding out through the low back and rolling the pelvis back or tipping it forward too much. So find a place that feels good for you to start, and then close your eyes. Wiggle around, adjust. When you feel ready, comfortable, just allow yourself to settle in, drop in, quiet down. Let go of the outside world for now. Draw your attention and your energy inward to you, to yourself. Notice how you're feeling mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically. Let go of judgment. Instead, just be curious. And honor wherever you are today. And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself as you move through the practice today, and to feel free to bring this intention out into the world with you. And begin to send your awareness through your body, relaxing your parts as you go. Relaxing through your feet, your legs, your hips, your pelvis. Relax your buttocks, relax your belly. Let go of any holding, any tightness or gripping in the belly. Relax through the back, the low back, mid back, and upper back. Relax through the front. Relax the rib cage, the chest, the collarbones. Relax your shoulders and arms, hands and fingers, fingertips. Relax through your neck and your throat. Feel like you can rock your head to side to side, nice and easy. And bring your head back to center. Relax your jaw. If you like, you can open the jaw, let the jaw hang down, or move your jaw from side to side, or open your jaw wide. And stick out your tongue, reach it down to your chin. Relax your tongue, relax the jaw. Relax through the roof of your mouth and your soft palate. Relax your face and your eyes, your eyebrows, your third eye space in between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead and your scalp and the crown of your head. And begin to shift your awareness to your breath. Just checking in to notice how your breath feels today. Does this feel deep, smooth, steady, flowing? Does it feel shorter, quicker, choppier? You feel it down in the belly or in the chest, and just notice. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out of your mouth. Make an audible sigh. Another deep breath in through your nose and then sigh it out of your mouth. One more breath like that, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Deep, smooth, and steady breaths. And as you inhale, imagine that you draw your breath in through your nose, down into your belly, and fill the belly, side body, low back. Draw the breath up into the torso, filling everything up, front to back, top to bottom, feeling this expansion with the inhalation. And then as you exhale, you feel everything draw back into center, contract back in towards the center, release your breath up and out through your nose. A few more deep, smooth breaths in through the nose, filling up the whole body, filling up the whole torso, and releasing the breath, drawing back into center as you release the breath up and out through the nose. Inhaling as you fill and expand, exhaling as you draw in, release the breath back out. A couple more rounds of breath. Let that go. Come back to your breath. Begin to call yourself back to this present moment and invite movement into your body. You can flicker your eyes open. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel free to yawn, sigh, wiggle, stretch. And if you are on your back or belly or side, or if you're in child's pose, slowly take a moment and find your way up into a comfortable seated position. You can have your shins crossed, you can have the legs wide, legs extended out in front of you. You could come to sit up on your knees if that feels better for you. Maybe even tuck a block underneath your bum. Sit up on that block. So you find whatever position feels good for you. Begin to slowly move the body. Wake ourselves up. Let's move through the shoulders first. Now inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale as you release your shoulders down. Inhale again as you lift the shoulders up. Exhale, release your shoulders down. Inhale again as you lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax the shoulders down, and now we'll take it into some shoulder rolls. Inhale as you bring the shoulders forward and up. Exhale as you roll the shoulders back and down. Then a few more times as you circle the shoulders around. Slowly beginning to open up through the arms, the shoulder girdle. Nice and gentle. And then as you are ready, begin to switch the direction of your shoulder circles. And relax your shoulders down, and now we'll move through the neck. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest. Easy on your neck. Feel some opening, some spaciousness through the back of the neck. And then slowly bring your chin up to center. Inhale. And with your exhale, begin to lift your chin up to a comfortable degree for you and for your neck. Take a few breaths here. And then bring your chin to center. Inhale. And with your exhale, drop your right ear over towards your right shoulder. If you like, reach that left hand out to the left side. And you can play around with the placement of the left hand. Just reaching the fingers out to the side or maybe down to the mat. Maybe behind you a little bit. Just noticing where you feel a nice opening through the side of the neck. And then bring that left hand back in. Bring your head back up to center. Inhale. And as you exhale, we'll drop the head over to the left. Maybe you reach that right arm out to the right side, and then you play around with the placement of this right hand. Find your best opening through the side of the neck. And then bring that right hand back in and your head back up. Now again, we'll drop the head over to the right. Slowly roll your chin down to your chest. Slowly roll your left ear over towards your left shoulder. And then we'll take it back. Chin comes back down to the chest. And right ear over towards that right shoulder. And a few more times. Gently rock your head side to side. And then bring your chin back to the chest and lift your head all the way back up. Then we'll begin to rock your body from side to side. And if you like, you can keep the arms down at the sides, or you can begin to take the arms with you as you journey from side to side. Maybe as you fold over to the right, bring that right hand down to the mat and reach that left arm up and over the ear. And as you fold it over to the left, drop that left hand down and reach that right arm up and over the ear. And then a few times, you take it side to side, feeling this nice opening through the side body. Finding your breath as you go. And then we'll bring it back to center. Now roll your torso around in circles over to one side, forward, over to the other side, and back. A few more times, circle yourself around, beginning to liberate the spine and the hips. And then switch the direction of your circles. And then bring yourself back up to your starting point. Take hands to the ankles or shins, knees or thighs, or reach your fingers out in front of you. Inhale as you tilt your pelvis forward. Reach your heart down towards your mat and then lift your heart up. Begin to open through the chest and the upper back. And then as you exhale, begin to curl yourself back. Drop your chin down to your chest, round through your back. Maybe you lift the knees up a little and curl in. As you inhale again, you bring it all forward. Heart back down towards the mat, and then you lift. And then as you exhale again, you curl it all back, round through the back. A few more times. Follow your breath here. Circle yourself around. then bring yourself to center. Bring your palms together at your heart. Root down through your sitting bones and your pubic bone. Get heavy down through your foundation, your feet, your legs, hips and pelvis. Wiggle the sides of the body long. Lengthen up through the spine, up through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, little baby twist over to the right. Spin your heart and your sternum and your gaze over to the right. And then bring yourself back to center. Another deep breath in as you lengthen up through the spine. And as you exhale, another baby twist over to the left, spinning the heart and the sternum and the gaze over to the left. And then bring yourself back to center. Release your hands down. You can remove anything that you're sitting on and find your way over onto hands and knees, and we'll bring it into table. Spread your fingers wide. Bring the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then gently rock your hips from side to side. Bring yourself back to center, and now shift your gaze to look over towards your right hip. Come back through center, shift your gaze to look over towards that left hip, and then bring yourself back to center. Let's take it through some cat-cow. Inhale as you soften the belly, lift up your tail, pull your heart forward through your arms and lift your gaze. Exhale as you press down into the fingers, hug in through the arms, round your back up towards the ceiling, look towards your navel. Inhale again as you soften the belly, lift the tail, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale as you press down into the hands and round your back up. Couple more, your cat-cow, following your breath, your pace. Bring yourself back to center, and we'll extend the right leg back behind, about hip level-ish. Press down into the fingers and either stay right here or root into your right hand, right finger pads, and begin to reach forward with your left arm. Few deep breaths here. Smile. Release the hand, release the knee down to the mat. Other side, extend that left leg back behind you and stay here, or you reach it forward with that right arm. And release. Other side again, send that right leg back. Hold it here, or you reach that left arm forward. Reach out through the left fingers, back out through that right heel or the right toes. And then release, other side, left leg back, right arm forward. And then release it back. Let's extend the right leg back one more time. And then this time begin to bring that right leg over towards the left side of your mat and come onto the ball of that right foot. Again, turn your gaze so you're looking over towards that left hip, or you could look over towards that right foot. And then release, come back to center, extend that left leg back. Now bring that left leg over towards the right side of the mat, drop the ball of that foot down, look over towards that left foot, and then come back to center. We'll take it into a downward dog. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with your finger pads, your fingers, your knuckles, the outer ring of the palms. Draw the arms in towards each other. Tuck the toes under, press into the hands, lift up through the forearms, through the armpits. Send the hips up and back. Keep a bend in the knees here, nice long spine. And then begin to find a little movement. Walk out your dog, pedal out your legs. Or bend in straight in your knees. Or rock yourself side to side or back and forth. Just see what movement intuitively feels good in your body and listen to that. Now roll up onto balls of feet, tippy toes. press your heels towards the mat. Again, roll it up, balls of your feet, tippy toes, and press your heels to the mat. And then one more time, roll it up, press your heels towards the mat. Now bend your knees and crouch yourself down into a tiger dog here, and then glide your hips up into your downward dog. Again, bend your knees and crouch down, and then glide the hips up. One more time, bend the knees and crouch down, and then glide your hips up, and then slowly walk or climb or crawl yourself up to the top of your mat. We'll take it into a ragdoll forward fold, but first, root down into your feet, lift up your belly, lengthen out through the crown of your head, torso about parallel-ish to the floor, and then soften your knees. Begin to fold yourself in. Drop the head down, you can release hands down to the mat or grab your elbows, bring your belly to rest on your thighs. You can have a big or little bend in your knees here to make that happen. So we're hinging forward from our hips. We're not taking it in the low back here. You can shake or nod your head, rock your hips side to side. The hands are down on the mat. You could just wave the hands from side to side as if you're moving your fingers through water or sand or finger painting. Make a little painting for yourself here. And then bring yourself to center. Take your hands to your hips. Press into your feet. Lift your heart and come all the way up to stand. And then bring your palms together at your heart. Press down into the feet. Lift up through the belly, through the side waist, through the crown of the head. Hug in through the inner legs. Few deep breaths. Feeling rooted and grounded here in our Tadasana mountain pose. Release your hands down. Step to face the long edge of your mat and step your feet out wide. Toes pointing up towards the long edge of the mat, so feet are parallel-ish. Keep a little softness through the knees here. Open the arms wide. And then release your arms down. Soften the knees. We'll turn the right toes up towards the top of your mat. Keeping both knees bent, begin to rock yourself from side to side. Then we'll open into Warrior Two. Bend that right knee. Begin to straighten that left leg. Root down into the pinky toe side of that left foot. Feel that inner arch of that left foot begin to lift up a little bit as you turn on through the inner legs. Hug in through the legs. Press that right knee out towards pinky toe side of that foot so that knee's not splaying in. And then open your arms out to the sides. Look over your right fingers. And then turn and shift your gaze. Look over your left fingers. And shift your gaze. Look back over the right fingers. Again, release the hands down, straighten that right leg. Turn that right foot in. Soften the knees, and we'll turn it to the other end of the mat. Left toes up towards the other end of the mat. Bend that left knee. Begin to straighten that right leg, rooting into that pinky toe side of the right foot. Zipping it up through the legs. Lift up through the belly. Arms reach wide. Gaze over the left fingers. Shift your gaze. Look over your right fingers. And release the arms down. Straighten that left leg. Turn that foot back in. Take it to the other side, soften the knees. Turn the right toes up top of the mat. Rock yourself side to side. Bend the right knee. Straighten that left leg, open the arms. Arms come back down, straighten that right leg, turn that foot in, soften your knees. Turn the toes to the other direction. Rock yourself side to side, and then open into Warrior Two, bending left knee. Knee tracking over the ankle, pressing over towards pinky toe side of that foot. Open your arms wide. Release the arms down, straighten that left leg, turn that left foot in. Let's take it to the other side. One more time to each side. Soften the knees. Right toes turn up towards the other end of your mat. Rock yourself. Back and forth. And then open it into your warrior two. Right knee bends. Straighten that left leg. Open arms. And then release the arms down. Turn that right foot back in. Other side again. Soften the knees. Left toes towards the other end of the mat. Rock yourself side to side. And then we'll open it into warrior two. Bend the left knee. Arms reach wide. Release the arms down. Straighten that left leg. Turn that foot in. Take your arms wide. Five-pointed star. And then arms come back down. Heel toe or hop your feet back together. Turn back up to face the top of your mat. Take the arms out to the sides, and all the way up. Palms come together overhead. Soften your knees, pull your hips back. Fold yourself back into that forward fold. Bring the belly back to the thighs. Again, you could shake, nod your head, rock your hips. And then bring it to center. Bend your knees, get your hands down on the mat and walk yourself back out into downward dog. Press down and out through the hands. Send the heels down towards the mat. Again, find whatever movement you like here or be still. And then lower your knees down to the mat. Come back to sit on your heels. We'll drop over to one hip and swing your legs around. Bend your knees, reach forward with your fingers, and slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Reach your arms and your legs up towards the ceiling. And then just shake out your arms and your legs. And then release everything down to the mat. Find your way into Shavasana, final relaxation pose. Take the legs wide, arms wide. If you want any props here, feel free to grab your props. You can put a bolster under your knees. You could bend the knees and just bring the feet to the mat. Keep the knees pointing up. You may feel better. You can tuck a blanket underneath the back of your head or roll up the edge of a blanket or towel and tuck it underneath the curve of your neck. Make a little neck roll. Just make yourself comfortable, whatever that feels like for you, and let yourself relax. And stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. The longer the better. Just be here with yourself. When you feel complete, begin to slowly call yourself back. Invite movement into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes, roll out wrists and ankles. Yawn, sigh, wiggle, stretch. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Connect back in. How do you feel now? Come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with ourselves. Thank yourself for showing up for your practice, showing up for yourself today. Release your hands. Pause here for a moment or slowly roll yourself over to one side. And then slowly press yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your palms together at your heart. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May your heart be open to love, compassion, and may you know joy. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.